UFC 323 is this Saturday, and we're gonna get into the predictions for this card. Starting off the night with Mohamed Noyeva versus Martes Santos, and this is gonna be a good scrap, guys. I see this fight being a very scrappy fight on the feet. These guys do carry good chins, so I kind of feel like this is gonna go the distance, although I think that's a hot take because a lot of people say this is not gonna go the distance. In my personal opinion, I think this is gonna be a very close fight, a nice split decision for Naimov. Give me a nice 29-28 type decision for this one. Santos is also not a sleeper too. I think this is going to be a very close fight, but for right now I think I'm going to take Naimov by decision, but don't be surprised if Santos goes in and might take a knockout on this one, but I can't choose on this one yet because it's so close, but give me Naimov. Mansur Abdul-Malik versus Antonio Trocoli. I'm just give me Malik on this one. I'm going to keep it nice, short and simple. I believe in a hype with Malik. I think he's a very nice striker. He's not knock out this guy. Antonio Trocoli came off from a Dana White Contender Series win, so this guy, he is a prospect, but I think Malik is going to overwhelm him on the feet unless Trocoli takes him on the ground and Malik has no answers to it. But I just feel like Malik has some good hype on him, and I don't think UFC would set him up for failure because I think they're trying to build him as a good prospect. So give me Malik second round TKO. Iwo Baraniewski versus Ibo Aslan. This one is a hard one, guys. I see this one is going to be a close fight. I don't think this one is going to go the distance though, because Baraniewski is very powerful. This guy, he throws some banger shots. The only weakness we've seen in his game is them legs, unless Ibo implements that in the striking department and his legs are actually that weak. But I think Baraniewski is going to take this win off TKO first round against Ibo Aslan, although Ibo Aslan is a very good stand-up fighter. He's very good at pressuring. When the opponent is well overwhelmed, he's good at putting the fight on you. So unless he exposes his cardio, Ibo Aslan could get this win. But for right now, give me Baraniewski by first round TKO. I think that's a hard take right there. That's a very good long shot. So don't go with my prediction, go with your guts on this one, because like I said, this is going to be a very close fight. Jalin Turner versus Edson Barboza. I'm hyped for this one. I ain't gonna lie. I thought Jalin Turner would retire, but he came back and is facing Edson Barboza, another dangerous fighter right there. Give me Edson Barboza on this one. Just because Jalin Turner is very rusty, the way he been looking is not too promising to me, but this might be the one though for Jalin Turner. But my gut is telling me that Edson Barboza is gonna get him out of there in the third round. I feel like the fight is gonna be interesting though on the feet. Someone is gonna catch someone, that's 100%. I don't think this goes to distance, but I see where it goes to distance too. But something is telling me a TKO is gonna happen on this one, and just give me Edson Barboza. Jalin Turner already did me wrong too many times, so I'ma just go for the real pick right here, which is Edson Barboza. A lot of people have Jalin Turner on this one, but like I said, he's been ring rust, hasn't been in the ring for a minute. He got his ass kicked his last fight. I don't think he's gonna get this one. He should just stay retired. Marvin Vettori versus Bruno Ferreira. Woof! They cooked on this prelim card, guys. Don't sleep on this one. I don't think this is gonna go to. I think this is gonna go to distance. Marvin Vettori has a freaking solid chin, and nobody's knocking out Marvin Vettori, and I don't think Bruno Ferreira would knock out Marvin Vettori, which you already know my answer is gonna be after I said that. Yes, Marvin Vettori is gonna kick ass on this one. Give me Marvin Vettori money line. I give me, honestly, bro, put Marvin Vettori by unanimous decision or TKO. I think that's what's gonna happen in this. Actually, no, Marvin Vettori by submission. Actually, give me this one. We're gonna go for the first round for Marvin Vettori because Bruno Ferreira ain't even all that. He's all gas. I think he's all hype. Marvin Vettori is that because we've seen that he's been in scraps, he's been in brawls, and this guy never backs out. He stands there in front of you and keeps going, although he gets chinned, but he's never gonna go to sleep. I'm telling you, Bruno Ferreira is not putting this man to sleep. Marvin Vettori is a little animal. Give me that. That's a lock. Zadine Zoyakov versus Farès Ziam. I reckon Farès Ziam is gonna get this done. I don't expect a knockout on this one either. I think it's gonna be like one of those dominant fights where they take you on the ground and punch you in your face. I think this is going to be one of those. But for us, Ziam is okay with his scrambling and his takedown defense. But Nazim Sadykhov, though, he is a very good prospect coming up 11-1 right now. That's a very good test fighting for us Ziam. But I honestly feel like it's going to be a very close fight. It's going to be one of those decisions. Give me Farès Ziam. I think that, but I might get this wrong, boys. Don't get it twisted, because this guy is a nice good prospect. Yeah, Maycee Barber versus Karine Silva. To be honest, this fight is not going to be as boring as we think, because I know these women fights always go to distance. But if Karine Silva can't get this fight on the ground, she might be cooked, because I'm going to tell you one thing. Maycee Barber, she has some good power on the feet, a very good striker. And now Gillian Robertson makes me think that this girl, Maycee Barber, she is a problem. Especially in the women's flyweight division, they need this prospect to come through in this fight. So I believe in the hype. I think Maycee Barber is gonna get her gone, Karine Silva, in the 3rd round or the 2nd round. TKO. She's gonna get her wobbly, and then the ref is gonna step in and stop the fight. I think I won't get this wrong, especially for me going to this fight. Not saying that this is not gonna go to decision, is always a risk, because the women's, bro, they come unexpected. But give me this one by knockout. Terrance T-Rex McKinney, the owner of the fastest knockout in the lightweight division.
What's up, you guys? It's Terrance T-Rex McKinney, the owner of the fastest knockout in the lightweight division of the UFC.
Versus Chris Duncan. No, it's not Chris Leroy Duncan, but Chris Duncan. As much as I like Terrance McKinney, I'm gonna have to go with Chris Duncan on this one. I'm switching up on Terrance McKinney on this one, because I feel like Chris Duncan is good with his grappling department, good at the submissions, and Terrance McKinney is a good striker. And you know what they say, when there's a wrestler versus a striker, always go for the wrestler. And I think Chris Duncan is gonna overwhelm Terrance McKinney, so I'm gonna go for the Chris Duncan by submission in the 2nd round. And I don't have too much doubt in this one. I see this one happening. It hurts to switch up on it, but damn, it hurts. But I see Chris Duncan getting it done. I hope Terrance McKinney prove me wrong, though, by knockout. Moving on to the last fight in the prelim card, Grant Dawson versus Manuel Torres. I think Grant Dawson is absolutely gonna get chinned in this one. Although Grant Dawson, he's a dog, but if you get knocked out by King Green, man, I don't see too much coming in for you. I think Manuel Torres is gonna get him out of here easily. The fact that Manuel Torres is an underdog in this one is absolutely insane to me, bro. Manuel Torres got it, bro. Like, he knocked out Mota and he made it look easy. And I think in this one, he is gonna prove himself and showing that he is good at this division. So I believe in this hype. I'm taking that for sure. I'm gonna go for a 1st round KO, devastating hook to the chin. Go away to head into this main card. Jan Blachowicz versus Borgen Gustav. Oof, I don't know how to go for this one, but you know what? I'm gonna go for Jan Blachowicz for this one by unanimous decision. Although again, Gustav is a beast, so I wouldn't doubt him on this one. I'm just going for my heart, and my heart is telling me that Jan Blachowicz still got it in him. He's gonna put it in him, no diddy, and he's gonna make it look easy. He's gonna masterclass this and show him who the OGs really are in this game. So yeah, giving me by unanimous decision. That's a risk, but I might get this one wrong. But my heart is telling me Jan Blachowicz. I'ma believe it. Henry Cejudo versus Payne the Stripper Talbot, and I'ma tell y'all, the underdogs are there gifting us for this night is absolutely horrendous. How is Henry Cejudo underdog in this one? Just off that, you already know who I'm going for. But yeah, I don't think Payne Talbot is gonna survive Henry Cejudo's wrestling. I think if Payne Talbot got out wrestled by Barcelos, there's no way Henry Cejudo is not gonna implement his wrestling and make it look easy. I think Payne Talbot might land some good shots, but I don't think it's gonna put out Henry Cejudo. I think Henry Cejudo got that dog chin in him. He's just gonna shoot for them takedowns, shoot for them legs, and make it look easy on the ground, and hold them at ground position, hold them for 15 minutes on the ground and get a good unanimous decision win. That's how I feel like Henry Cejudo's game plan going into this one. I mean, it would be the best game plan going into this one, because seeing Payne Talbot stripper wrestling absolutely sucks. Yes, I know his last fight against Felipe Lima was impressive on the ground, but this is Henry Cejudo, guys. Let's not forget who Henry Cejudo freaking is. A lot of people are tending to go into this Payne Talbot hype, but I'm not falling for it again. I think Henry Cejudo is going to pull this underdog through, and I think this is a gift for us. vibes. But Payne Talbot is an industry plant. He gives me that industry plant vibes. But I don't know, man. But there would be a way where Payne Talbot absolutely wins this. I think everybody gonna have to search up some little fraud in there, allegedly though. But yeah, I think Henry Cejudo is gonna win his unanimous decision. I hope I'm not wrong. Brandon Moreno versus Tatsuro Taira. I think Brandon Moreno is gonna pull this off. Yes, Tatsuro Taira lost last fight against Brandon Royval, but I think Brandon Moreno is different on the ground. I think his jiu-jitsu is absolutely amazing. He's very slick on the ground, and I think Tatsuro Taira is not going to have that grappling in this one because Brandon Moreno is not one of those. He's not going to go on the ground and stay there. He's going to find your legs and absolutely kill them legs. Or if it's in the striking department, Brandon Moreno is going to do him bad. Because Tatsuro Taira, yes, he has a good standing. He's very fast on the feet, but I think Brandon Moreno has been there with everybody. He knows how to deal with any type of opponents and any type of skill. So I'm reckoning that Brandon Moreno is gonna get this one done by unanimous decision. I don't think anybody's gonna get knocked out on this one. You already know how it is in the flyweight division. So yeah, I reckon that he's gonna get this one by unanimous decision. Brandon Moreno, easy money. Getting into the co-main event, Alexandre Pantoja versus Joshua Van. I want Joshua Van to get this done, don't get me wrong, but I feel like Alexandre Pantoja has every accolade to win this fight. I think he's gonna make it look easy on the ground and submit Joshua Van. Although I really want Joshua Van to win this. He's a fan favorite. I definitely am a fan of Joshua Van. I like the way he scraps. He brings good entertainment. He's one of those that he goes into the ring and gives the fans what he wants and going in and try to take someone's head off. But Alexandre Pantoja is smarter than that. He knows that Joshua Van's game plan is to freaking literally overwhelm him with the striking. But Alexandre Pantoja, he ain't going for that, man. He's a skillful fighter. Literally ran through this flyweight division, people demanding him to go up to 135, and I think this is a gift for Alexandre Pantoja. Easy title defense for Alexandre Pantoja. Joshua Van, he is going to be champ one day, don't get me wrong. I do believe he is going to be champ one day, but just not this day. I don't think Saturday night he's walking out with that belt. If he does end up proving me wrong, that would be amazing. It would be nice to see the youngest flyweight champion in the world. But yeah, Alexandre Pantoja, too skillful, got too many title defenses, been there with everybody, done it. He's going to be another easy fight for him. He's going to show Joshua Van levels to this game. Heading on to the main event to this card, Merab Dvalishvili versus Petr Yan. Oh my goodness, I am hyped for this fight. A lot of people are not too hyped for this fight because they already see what happened the last fight with Merab winning. But I think Petr Yan is going to implement a good strategy for this fight. Although Merab has a machine cardio in him, Petr Yan is not going to be able to compete with that cardio. I think Petr Yan gonna have to get Merab out of here quick. I do know that Merab Dvalishvili is gonna win this for sure. Let's be real here, guys. But I don't think it's gonna be a walk in the park for Merab Dvalishvili. I think Petr Yan is gonna put in a good fight for this. I think it's gonna be very impressive strike, and I think Merab is gonna actually want to stand with Petr Yan in this one to, you know, show off to everybody that he's not just a wrestler. But also Merab is not that dumb. He's gonna implement his wrestling, and I think that's where Petr Yan is gonna struggle the most because he does like overwhelming his opponents on the ground, smuggling around with them and try to get them at their worst. So I think Merab is gonna get this title defense, another easy one, a good way to end off his year after 4 title defenses in 1 year, the most active UFC fighter. And I think Merab is gonna run through this bantamweight division easily. And if Pantoja moves up to 135 and they end up facing off at the end of the fight, that would be crazy. I would like to see Pantoja versus Merab, but although Merab would absolutely dominate Pantoja on the ground, nobody's beating Merab, and I feel like Petr Yan is not going to get it done this night. But like I said, don't be surprised if Petr Yan goes into this fight and looks impressive on the feet, but when it gets to the ground, he's going to get tired, and I know Petr Yan doesn't have a Merab type cardio to out cardio Merab Dvalishvili. Give me Merab Dvalishvili unanimous decision, 49-48, 50-49 on the scorecards, 100%. And watch me, I feel that I'm gonna get most of these card predictions right. I kind of feel like that I am not gonna sleep on this one. I know that I'm gonna get half of these ones right. Don't be surprised if Octa2K comes in like an expert on this one. Let me know what you guys think about this predictions. A lot of people be hating on my predictions, but I'll always come through. I predict half of these cards half of the time, so I think this one is gonna be, I'm very high confident for this one. Let me know what you guys think, man. Love it. in peace, man. Like, comment, and subscribe, bringing in UFC content on a daily. I hope y'all enjoy and like my takes. I hope I come through for y'all this time.